Sorry for you. Sorry for you. I got some salad in the kitchen. Did it die?
Hey y'all. I'm like.
Oh right, we don't have our
Hi.
I did no intro. I just kind of sat here. We just kind of started talking. Waiting for the child to go downstairs. Yes, you. Well, anyway. Hi, folks. We're gonna do our clinkety clink. Cheers to 24th birthday.
24th. Wow. I'm like, wow.
We're supposed to look each other in the eyes. You remember that, right?
Oh, wow.
Again. Cheers, 24, yeah.
That's so interesting.
My cousin told me it's like 7 years of bad.
I learned so many things about toast. You're supposed to look each other in the eyes. You're supposed to hit down.
Oh.
Like when you're like, yeah, it's supposed to be
superstitions,
like, boom,
huh?
Boom, and then.
Oh, come on.
After you click,
and then
it's
what
supposed
else
to
we
come
gonna
down. I'm cracking up.
And then what do you do? What is that part? Salt.
I heard that. What is that?
Salt? The salt one? I think that's like bad like energy or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this recording with the child right here in our faces. But welcome back, season 5 of Are You Mud?
I'm like,
wow. How far we've come, Uncle Jase.
You've come along.
I'm sorry, I have to call you Uncle Jase.
It's fine.
So natural.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I know. How far we've come in regards to the seasons and the developments and the transitions and the movements.
I'm like
the planets and the shifting. And this is the year of the Aquarius.
Yeah. Well,
oh, it's Aquarius season now.
Aquarius.
Oh, the age of the. No, what? I was trying to do the hashtag, and no wonder the year of the Aquarius didn't come up. I was like, the year of the Aquarius. They were like, do you want to make this up? Do you want to make this new as the new hashtag?
The year of the mice or the mouse or the year of the rats?
Ah, okay. So when you say the year of, it's the Chinese, the lunar. Okay. All right. So the age of the Aquarius, and we have our fellow Aquarian.
Get with the air sign gang. Aquariuses, we run it.
Aquarius.
Okay, we run it.
Yes, we love our Aquarius.
Get you an Aquarius. Get you an Aqua. We are, we're great.
They're awesome. They're really awesome beings. I love you for the air that you literally blow my way. I feel like I'm like a little boat on the sail because I'm a water sign. I'm a Cancer. So I feel like Jase is like, go.
Shout out to the Cancers. I'm like, shout out to the Cancers one time because the Cancers is great. Okay, the Cancers, you need that love. Like, you need that attention. You need that
nurturing,
that grounding. You know,
ooh, grounding.
You need that. You need that.
Honey, you're messing up our recording. Sassy's here. Listen, Sassy lives here, okay? She was sniffing Uncle's drink? Okay. It's Leah in the bag. That's supposed to be in bed right now, but we're going to let you be great because it's a Friday night. And Sassy, you see the lights on. Stop playing.
Sassy.
It's always Sassy in the recordings. Sassy was all in my, oh my God, my last season's recording. Anyway, let's get back to the Aquarius and the Cancers. Oh yeah, you were praising the Cancers. Go back to that. Not the season. But yeah, you were mentioning. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't try to come back.
Like, you don't have to. I was just, yeah. You know, but if you want to, you can. But like, you know?
So Cancer, right? So Cancer, like, I mean, you don't really have to unless you really wanted to.
But,
you know?
Yeah. You know.
And if that's what you felt the need to do, then by all means. But yeah, no, oh my God, Jase, Convos with Jase, everything Jase. Hey, girl, downstairs with your cat.
Convos with Jase.
And Lena and the cat and the cat.
Jase.
Is that what you want as your thing? Okay, wait, that's it. That's gonna be your theme song. You know, you're gonna have your own theme song when Jase comes, just like that. I like it. It's like living single. Like, is that what you're channeling?
That's what I was thinking of.
I love it. Okay, so Convos with Jase. Okay, Jase, so one thing about you that a lot of people may not know, or if you do know Jase personally, you will know that he is very much into astrology. Like, I go to Jase, I'm like, Jase, like, you know what's going to be good? Co-star. Like, Jase, you're the one that put me onto co-star, didn't you?
Did I really?
I believe you did. You may or may not have.
Wow.
But I just know that you are, like, everything astrology.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that about you. Because a lot of people don't like to take astrology seriously. And I don't know why. Because I feel like it really does represent a lot of people's personalities. And they don't want to believe that. They're like, oh, you believe in that? I'm like, actually, yes, I do. What's your sign? So.
Sounds suspicious.
Don't get her started. You don't find that suspicious? I mean, you can interject now if you wanted to, but okay.
I think that the reason why we stray away from astrology is that over time.
Oh no. It's okay. At least the video will have it.
Yeah.
So
over time, I feel like we stray away from astrology because over time I feel like we've romanticized the whole thing. Like everything is just so. Everything between like horoscope, we've pulled so many different aspects of it that we kind of take away from like the full science of it.
Okay,
like, we've pulled horoscopes. Horoscopes were never really a thing, you know. Horoscopes were never a thing at all. They were really just pop culture's way of trying to dip and dive into astrology, and then like kind of giving like people who kind of like testing the waters in the realms of like fortune telling and like things like that. Horoscopes were never really a thing. They weren't. You could never really like it's literally impossible to forecast based off of a sign. There's so many more things that go into astrology besides your sun sign.
Right.
So trying to give me a day look or a month look, because I know sometimes I've seen horoscopes that say like, what's your monthly horoscope? Or your weekly or your daily? And I'm like, you're getting all this off my sun? Really? Like all this off my sun. Not like, I could say some horoscopes, like they are a little bit more catered and a little bit more like, ask you for more things, like more elements of your chart, you know. And if they're giving you anything at that, it's never too far in advance. You're never looking at like a monthly horoscope. It's more so like a daily type of thing, or just based off of like things that are going on, astrology speaking, or
now
astrology
that's exactly what I was just going to ask you. So what exactly is astrology for those who don't know? Could you be able to give them like a brief synopsis in like the layman's term for the regular man who's just like, this is sorcery? Because you know they love to throw that, this is wait, I have a funny joke. There was a meme. Somebody said if someone tells them grand rising in the morning, they was like, don't fall for it, my brother.
Don't fall for it.
It's sorcery. Oh my gosh, everything is sorcery.
I do appreciate it, though. I appreciate the...
But why do they consider it that? Why do you think they classify it as
because...
that? Why does it be so extreme?
You're right. Because I feel like it just goes back to the same thing with astrology. Like everyone just thinks that everything that sounds too like spiritually elevated just sounds like sorcery. Anything that sounds too spiritually alert sounds like, oh, you
too much insight.
You get into all that.
Yeah.
I don't get into all that. It's
okay,
like,
when it's too much insight.
Just say that you are still asleep. That's all. Just say that. Just say that. Just say you rather drink the Kool-Aid. That's all. Just say that.
Sheeples.
Like, that's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
But back to your question about what exactly astrology is, like, there's a numerous amount of definitions for astrology. I personally...
Give me the layman's terms. Just give me what you think.
Study of the stars.
Study of the... Thank you.
Study of the stars and the planets.
Study of the stars. Now, let's talk about these stars on the planets. Right? So we got... Because when you started going into the elements and the chart. So now when we're starting to look into our charts, because again, you're more than just your sun.
You're way more than just your sun.
Sun star, right?
Yes.
Your sun sign. You're more than, so, for example, I was born in July, so I'm more than just a Cancer. Like, you're more than just an Aquarius.
Of course.
So now let's talk about what it means to be more than, so that for those who don't know, because right now you're pretty much educating the masses, those who may not be abreast. Okay?
I'm like...
Those are the ones that are just like, I don't believe.
I wish there was like a zoom in and I could be like, like.
Okay, let's see if we can zoom in on that. We'll see if we get some editing and get that.
Okay.
Again, like
so,
you gotta cut in the camera.
Oh.
I don't know. I just got half of your body. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I'm cool with that.
I'm fine, okay.
So we're talking about the chart. We're talking about more than just sun. So, there is. We all know there is 8 planets in the solar system.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, 8. Yeah.
Man, listen, you don't.
There is 8 planets in
I
the
know
solar
Saturn,
system.
Neptune. Yeah, because they're the 8 houses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uranus.
So.
Okay, so I'll let you go.
No, you're fine. Your sun, which is your zodiac sign per se, what people know the most of, what pop culture took and kind of just was like, this is zodiac, what your sun is. So people say, I'm a Leo, I'm a Virgo, I'm a this, I'm a that. Your
Scorpio.
sun is simply...
It's me trying to get her attention.
I would crack it up.
Okay.
Your sun is simply just what the sun fell, like what sign the sun fell on while you were born or when you were born.
Okay.
The sun changes directions on a course of a monthly basis. And so, or not so much on a monthly basis, but it's like 20...
Certain days, right?
28 days.
Yeah, makes sense. Like your cycle. Whoa.
Yes. So, so does the moon. Well, the moon changes a little bit more quicker than that. So when people mention their sun sign, it's
you're gonna have to go with
just...
that. I'm sorry, in the back.
You're
You're doing too much. You're doing too much, Lee. Find something to preoccupy yourself with. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Alina, I'm speaking to you directly. Yes? Okay, so I need you to grab your iPad or something of that capacity. Find a charger, because there's a number of chargers in the house. And please preoccupy yourself, because I don't like you too much into adult conversations. Am I understood?
Yeah.
Okay, so please, I need you to get started now. You can take my iPad.
Can I get some juice?
Get what you need to, but I need you to move it. And we're back. I'm so sorry,
Hello,
Regina.
no, you're
It's
fine.
just she's just soaking all of this in. I'm like, it's not for that.
Not
Changing
for
the
it.
cat's collar. Oh, sorry, parenting and podcasting.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. You have to.
Uncle Jase, I am terribly sorry. Okay,
No,
so
you're
we're
fine.
more than just our sun star.
More than just
Our sun star is typically where the
where the sun is.
sun is. Yeah, where the sun is.
What sign the sun falls on when you're born.
What sign the sun falls on when you're born? Very well. So yes, we're so you said we're more than just Aquarius is more than just our sun,
Right.
because there's actually 8 planets.
Mhm.
So go for it.
So, I always tell people, like, before you understand, like, yourself off astrology, or you want to understand yourself based off of astrological definitions, you are better off learning more about your astrological chart versus just learning your sun. I feel like learning your sun is so, like, we all know our sun.
Basic.
And it's really just it's really, because if there's 8 planets and there's like, it's only an eighth of you. Or
Right, that's
however
it.
much
You're
the math
more
works,
right,
because it's
exactly.
8.
So you're more, an eighth, exactly. Because if it's 8, then you're 8.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's
Yeah, you're 8, exactly. You got it.
it's literally just an eighth of you. So it's like you gotta learn the other parts of you. Now, I feel like not everyone is as interested in their astrological makeup like I am. Most people just want to get the juicy stuff. What's my love look like? What's my sexual compatibility? What's my this? What's my that? You know, now the people are like, what am I more inclined to do in the next 5 years based off of my astrological signs?
And what plan would I need to pay attention in terms of that?
That is something you would want to look into Jupiter for.
Jupiter.
You want to look into Jupiter for because it is the planet of evolution.
Ooh.
So
Never paid attention to that.
you want to look into Jupiter for evolution.
Okay.
You want to look into your Mercury for like mental stimulation, like thoughts, things that you think, your thought processes. You want to look into Venus for love. You want to look into, and when I say Venus for love, that does not mean you want to It doesn't mean you want to look at your Venus and be like, oh, okay, my Venus is an Aquarius. That means that I'm attracted to Aquariuses.
No.
That's not what that means. And I feel like that's how people run with things. So, that's not that.
Will it mean anything about your compatibility, though? Or is your compatibility still consistent per your sun?
No, your compatibility actually has a really... in my personal opinion.
Okay.
Other readers, other astro geeks will tell you whatever. But in my personal opinion, attraction for me and compatibility for me has the absolute least off your sun.
More so with the Venus.
More so, it's a combination of things. It's a combination of your Venus.
Aish.
For me, it's your Venus, your moon. I know if I'm gonna like be able to work with somebody accurately, relationship wise, if we have compatibility in our moon signs and in our Venus signs. Those for me are like my two big things, like moon and Venus. As long as I have those in lock, then I have faith.
Okay.
I have faith. If our moons and Venuses are just like, then in my head, unless I can find some other similarities between us, I'm automatically going to be thinking to myself like, this is going to be a little rough. Now, some might argue that I'm manifesting that by already thinking that from the jump.
Well, yeah, that's always the argument though for the astro
that.
when they say I don't believe in that. So
like,
that's kind of like the energy.
putting that out there,
right? That's kind of the energy that they're already putting out there. But I think it's really about understanding.
It is about understanding, and it's like I feel like whenever I break it down, I've almost never had a person be like, "Oh shoot, like that." That actually do be happening to me, like in my set sign, you know, and I'd be like, well, if you knew that some information, vital information, could kind of give you a little bit of insight on that. Like, mind you, this is all insight, even though astrology is a pseudoscience, deemed a fake science.
But a lot of things are.
Now, my personal opinion now. They deemed it a fake science